Alright, well, with that little bit of drama out of the way, let's move back on to tag team competition as Rob Van Dam and Sabu get set to face my team of John Bradshaw Layfield and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Money Incorporated V2.
The following Legends Division Tag Team Contest, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 458 pounds, Rob Van Dam and Sabu, the ECW crew.
Can't even talk about hardcore, extreme wrestling without bringing these two guys into the discussion. Rob Van Dam and Sabu, former ECW Tag Team Champions under the guidance of Bill Alfonso then, and all grown up and on their own today as part of our WLS Legends division, and there's never been any such thing as an average match from this pair.
And it's never made a difference whether it's standard rules or full-on chair swinging, table smashing extreme rules stuff. RVD and Sabu always deliver the goods. But Tex, how do you think JBL and Ted DiBiase will do against them, honestly?
Well, they've got far more experience than RVD and Sabu for all their wonderful hardcore skills. It's going to be a great match either way. I'm not even going to try and call this one.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 545 pounds, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and John Bradshaw Layfield, Money Incorporated V2. We were introduced by Tex to this power pairing over the summer Sweet Revenge tour as a hedge against the sectarians, who did get their sorry butts handed to them by this new incarnation of Money Inc., with Kes Manson and his bunch of lunatics currently hanging back. JBL and the $1 Million Man are staying in tone tonight against the ECW crew, and what a set of opponents we've got going here.
Now, I've implored JBL and Ted to go easy on Rob Van Dam and Sabu and save their strength for the sectarians. So this should be a pretty sportsmanlike match, mostly, for the most part. Referee Charles Lucero sounds the bell. The man comes center ring. Sabu opens up with a series of shots to JBL. Neckbreaker drop center ring. Sabu quickly going for a cover here. Wow, one. Just a one. I could have told him that was not going to work. Sabu with a hard forearm to JBL. There's an elbow to the leg and oh man, Sabu not playing, driving knuckles into the knee of John Bradshaw Layfield. And again, Sabu not playing around. Well, I guess my orders are going to go out the window after a little while. Sabu slips on out. Here comes Rob Van Dam. JBL back up on his feet. And back down on his back again with a drop kick from RVD. Rob Van Dam drives a knee into the head of JBL. A whole lot of initials in this one. Clubbing right from Rob Van Dam. He walks up. John Bradshaw Layfield whips him to his team's corner. He's going to take this one alone. A kick to the midsection, takes himself up to the middle rope, and look at this, trying to get the pin, but Bradshaw says, no, that's all right. I'm not going to do that with you. JBL gets a hold of Rob Van Dam, has him up, backbreaker center ring. John Bradshaw Layfield moves in. There's a headbutt to RVD. Bradshaw steps out, and here comes the $1 Million Man for the first time. Rob Van Dam catches a right from Ted DiBiase. DiBiase locks him up, gets a hold of him, has him up for the pile driver, and nails it. Rob Van Dam decides he's going to roll to the outside, maybe try and catch a break, but no such luck. Here comes the $1 Million Man, an elbow right across the head from the top rope. Okay. The $1 Million Man drives a knee into the head of RVD. The referee already counting. The $1 Million Man on the town on Rob Van Dam here. There's a stomp to the face. Ted DiBiase gathers up Rob Van Dam, rolls him back inside the ring. And here he comes. Rob Van Dam still laid out. The $1 Million Man going to try for a pin here. But not even a one. Rob Van Dam With a series of rights, a kick, and a leg sweep takes DiBiase down. Rob Van Dam tags in Sabu. DiBiase catches a drop kick. Sabu right on him. Charges. And whoa, what a tilt-a-whirl. And into an armbar. Nicely done by Sabu. Sabu taken down. The $1 Million Man into a figure four. How about this right here? Referee checking Sabu. Sabu gonna turn it around on the $1 Million Man. How about this right here? Oh, Ted DiBiase pulls himself out of some potential danger here. Sabu rebounds off the middle rope. Look at this deal right here. A wheelbarrow face buster. Beautifully done. Oh, here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. DiBiase powers out. Sabu delivers a stomp. There's another stomp to the shoulder. Oh, man, that was a nasty one, too. A blatant choke right in front of the referee. Doesn't care. Sabu for you. And ECW guys do not fool around. Here comes Rob Van Dam on the tag as DiBiase rolls to the outside. Rob Van Dam goes after JBL. Sabu going after the $1 Million Man. Rob Van Dam crashes and burns on a high-risk maneuver. Ted DiBiase didn't catch much of it. He gets a hold of Rob Van Dam. It's into the ring post time with the title on the line. You can play it anytime, even if you're 99. Into the ring post time, into the ring post time, into the ring post time, into the ring post time. And Rob Van Dam, back from his visit to the ring post, Ted DiBiase catches a hip toss from RVD, who goes for a quick cover. 1, 2. But nope, not gonna happen. Rob Van Dam showboating while JBL comes in on the tag, catches a kick from RVD. JBL delivers a double axe handle. The $1 Million Man still out of it. Finally getting to his feet as a snap suplex from Rob Van Dam takes out JBL. RVD catching shots from everybody, counters JBL with an elbow. There's an elbow from JBL. Rob Van Dam quickly counters him. There's a forearm. RVD goes behind, slams JBL's head to the canvas. Rob Van Dam drives a knee into the head of JBL before beating it out of town and turning it over to Sabu. JBL just running boot to the face to Sabu. Followed up with a clothesline. On Bradshaw Layfield catches a shot from Sabu. Sabu with a beautiful move off the ropes here. And there's the whirligig. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1. But just a 1. This one's been a ride so far. Sabu with a stomp to the shoulder. A rebound off the rope, and whoa, beautiful rolling thunder. A page out of the RVD playbook. Sabu all the way up on the top right turnbuckle as JBL gets himself to a standing position. Here goes Sabu, beautifully done arm drag. I will always give the ECW originals credit for their work. Sabu rounds up JBL, kick to the face. As JBL tries to make his way to his corner. Sabu spent a little too much time showboating, but drop kicks the $1 Million Man as he comes in on the tag. Here's another cover, but not even a 1 this time. Sabu locks up the $1 Million Man, whips him to his team's corner. Sabu moves in, drapes the leg over the middle rope, delivers a kick to the calf. Ted DiBiase limps out of the corner. Sabu slams him face first into the mat. Rebounds off the bottom rope, misses with the moonsault. The $1 Million Man back on his feet, goes behind on Sabu, has him up, back suplex, and down goes Sabu. Sabu catches a stomp to the shoulder. And the $1 Million Man turns it over to JBL on the tag. Sabu makes his way out onto the apron, using the ropes to stand himself up. The $1 Million Man tags him a beauty and takes him down. JBL right there waiting for him as he comes in over the top rope. A drop kick takes JBL down to the canvas. Sabu with a hard forearm covers and hooks the leg again. 1, but only a 1. Sabu rounds up JBL, catches a shot to the midsection. JBL locks him up, has him up. Backbreaker center ring. John Bradshaw Layfield opens up with a series of hard right hands to the head of Sabu. JBL has him up over the shoulder. Here we go, running power slam to Sabu. Winds up the elbow, slams it into the back of Sabu's head. JBL going for a cover. Not even a one. Damn. Okay. JBL sets him up for the powerbomb. He certainly caught all of that one. Sabu gathered up again by JBL. JBL locks him up. Hard whip to the ropes. Misses the clothesline from hell. Oh, man. Sabu. Oh, not that time. Oh, spun him around ass over tea kettle. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Sabu powered out. Rob Van Dam came in for the save. There was just no hope for JBL on that one. Now frustrated and defeated, he turns it over to the $1 Million Man as Sabu slowly makes his way to a standing position. And there's Ted DiBiase right there waiting for him. Sabu delivers a series of shots to the midsection of the $1 Million Man. Misses with the jab. $1 Million Man locks him up. Sabu again countering with the elbows, backing off the $1 Million Man. Charges a leg sweep right at the knee. And here comes Rob Van Dam on the tag. The $1 Million Man in the corner as Rob Van Dam moves in, setting him up into the tree of woe. And Rob Van Dam puts the boot to the throat of the $1 Million Man. Rob Van Dam covers. And again, just barely a one. A lot of near falls in this matchup. DiBiase rounds him up, drives his back into the turnbuckle, spins him out center ring. Drops an elbow on the chest of RVD. RVD trying to get back up. $1 Million Man right there waiting for him. Has him up big time. Vertical suplex right in the center of the ring. The $1 Million Man catches a kick, catches another. Rob Van Dam with a basement DDT. Moves in on the $1 Million Man. Oh, here we go. Rolling Thunder from Rob Van Dam. And here's a cover. 1. JBL right there to break up the pin. Rob Van Dam tries to go after JBL, but that didn't work. Sabu brought in on the tag as the $1 Million Man is still laid out near the opposing team's corner. Sabu with a series of hard right hands to the side of the head of Ted DiBiase. Sabu covers. 1, 2. Another near fall, but the $1 Million Man getting that left shoulder up. Sabu beginning to display some frustration here. Sabu rebounds off the ropes, misses with the kick. The $1 Million Man sidesteps him, gets a hold of Sabu. Hard whip into the opposing team's corner. The $1 Million Man with a shot to the face of Sabu. Goes behind on him, rear waist lock, rakes the back. Yeah, I told you, they're tired of fooling around. Hard right for Sabu. And an even harder right drops him to the canvas. Ted DiBiase steps out, and here comes JBL. Sabu trying to beat it out of town. Finally does. Gets a hold of Rob Van Dam. Tags him in. JBL locks up Rob Van Dam. Has him up. Sidewalk slam for RVD as Sabu goes to the corner. Rob Van Dam rolls out to the floor. JBL turning his attention back to Sabu. Tags him with a right. Steps out onto the apron with Sabu. Has him up. Slams him into the lip of the apron as Rob Van Dam charges and takes down JBL on the outside. The referee already counting. Kick to the midsection from RVD. Sets up the double underhook. Has him up. Oh, man. Slams him face first into the floor. JBL with a wrist clutch clothesline. RVD gets locked up again. Pitches JBL towards the timekeeper's area. Beats it out of town. Gets himself back inside the ring. And has a little time to do some showboating. Isn't that cute? JBL catches a kick off the ropes from Rob Van Dam. RVD lines up the arm. Delivers a kick to the midsection. Rounds JBL up quickly. Gets a hold of him. Has him up over the... Look at this right here. Fly swatter. Rob Van Dam. He decided against that high-risk maneuver a second time. $1 Million Man was right there. Here's another wrist clutch kick to the midsection for JBL. Rob Van Dam gathers him up again. Knee to the midsection from JBL. Rob Van Dam whipped to the opposing team's corner as JBL moves on in. Drives a series of knees into the midsection of Rob Van Dam. Oh, man. Rob Van Dam seated in the opposing team's corner, quickly counters with a kick, gets himself back up to a standing position, moves in on JBL, gets locked up. Whip to the ropes goes RVD. JBL makes the duck under and a beautiful power slam. Textbook. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Man. Wow. Rob Van Dam powering out of the kick. JBL still on him. Sets up the pump handle. Has it. Oh, man. Pump handle slam. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Unbe-freaking-leavable, you guys. Sabu comes in on the tag. JBL charges, doesn't... Oh, look at this. They lock up. Sabu gets a hold of JBL, puts him up against the ropes. JBL counters with an elbow, locks up. Sabu has him up. Big time spine buster from JBL. John Bradshaw Layfield takes it to the corner, tags in the $1 Million Man. And this match, wow, this has been a long dog, huh? Sabu taken down by the $1 Million Man. He starts with that spinning toe hold in the center of the ring. Sabu in all kinds of pain right now. Those legs being bent and twisted at unintended human angles. Inhuman angles. The $1 Million Man rounds up Sabu, locks him up, whips him to the far right corner, and decides to beat it out of town. Look at this. Here comes JBL. JBL taking over for his team, moves in on Sabu, still in that corner. Sabu rounded up by JBL, put right back into that self-same corner. John Bradshaw Layfield smashes his head into the buckle again, gathers him up, and just pitches him out towards center ring. What a toss. JBL with Sabu up over the shoulders, takes a little walk to the corner. Snake Eyes drop head first into the turnbuckle. Sabu catching some boot to the throat from JBL. And Sabu rolls out as JBL covers. 1, 2, 3, and finally this one does come to an end with Money Incorporated V.2 picking up the win.
The time, 14 minutes and 41 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, Money Incorporated V.2.
Yes, sir, the fool said it could not be done, but I managed to put together Ted DiBiase and JBL to form a powerful force in Money Incorporated V2, and they just showed off a little bit tonight against RVD and Sabu. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with more RWL Snarl right after this.